key milestones in the custom home building process, and what to expect. Join us next as we discuss. Hi guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us again on another episode. I am Sean Coy, owner and president of SDS Homes Construction. And with me today, as always, my lovely, beautiful wife, Chantel.
Hi, my name is Chantel. I am the office manager and CFO of SDS Homes Construction.
Yes, you are. So today we're going to talk about key milestones during the construction phase of a custom home.
Yes.
Right? So what to expect. So it's not that long of a process. We just want to kind of give you guys the key milestones and let you understand like what to expect from start to finish.
So number one, so that is the planning and pre-construction phase, which is a phase that consists of multiple things, but I think to start with, it's land acquisition and site evaluation. This is very, very important as this is where you're going to build your custom home, right? So making sure that you are acquiring the perfect land for you and then evaluating the site. Is there enough room to build your custom home, on the land in which you've chosen? Are neighbors looking down at you? Are you, all those important things are in a deep valley. So all those important things are in this phase of planning and pre-construction.
Yep.
Next up, you have design and architectural planning. So this is where you're going to, sit down with the architect and go over what you want your home to look like.
Yep.
Modern, Spanish, farmhouse, all of those things. How many windows and doors and bathrooms and rooms.
Right.
All of that fun stuff goes into that. And then lastly, you'll have permitting and approvals. This should be the fun stage, but sometimes not as fun. But this is when you are submitting to the county to get your permits to build, right? So during that time, you're waiting on them to either push a button or sign something or so that you can start the process of building your home.
Let's not beat them up too bad. We still got to submit stuff.
This is true. Just joking. So that's pretty much the planning and pre-construction, right? So, getting your land, designing it, and then submitting for permitting and approvals.
Yeah, in that order.
In that order, yes.
Right? Some people want to go straight to permits and we don't even have a house designed.
That would be nice.
Right? So, it's good. We got to make sure that you follow these steps. But those are the key milestones.
Yes.
In the beginning.
In the beginning steps.
Right? Then phase 2 is construction phase itself.
It's a fun phase.
Right? As we like to say, that's where you actually get to prepare the site and pour the foundation. You get to start framing.
My favorite stage.
Yep. You do mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, and insulation and drywall. So, the first step is the site prep, right, which is usually grading. We'll already have a grading permit because phase 1, obviously, we do permitting and approvals. So we'll have a grading permit. We can go ahead and grade the lot, get it ready for foundation. Once that's done, we bring in the foundation guys, lay the form boards, right? And then you get to see like the outline of the house. People get all excited, right? Pour the foundation, let that cure, typically anywhere from 21 to 28 days. And then we get into framing.
It's my favorite part.
That's your favorite, right?
Yes, because you get to see your home like it's like, I don't know, in all its glory. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a lot of lumber deliveries, right? You see these giant trucks show up with just tons and tons of lumber, and they just drop it off the back.
Just,
here you go. So then you do the framing stage, and then once framing is done, you can get it to your MEPs, which stands for mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. So that's kind of like the veins of the house, if it was to relate to a body, right?
Yeah.
The bones are the lumber.
I like that.
And then the MEPs are all your veins and your nervous system. So that'll go in, and then after that is completed and signed off, we'll do insulation and drywall, which is basically closing the house up, right? That's a good step for everybody. So again, phase 2, construction phase, that's the order in which we go. Once we complete all those, we go on to phase 3.
Which is finishing touches. I love finishing touches. I love everything, actually. I've just figured out. I love everything.
Well, I think the only thing you don't like is permitting and approvals.
Do not like that.
Yeah, we'll put a big permit sign with an
X over it. But finishing touches, so that's your interior finishes. That's you going into exterior finishes and landscaping. And lastly, final inspection and walkthrough, right? So those are all the things. So interior finishes, that's your things like light fixtures.
Yes.
I love light fixtures. everything. Light fixtures, and then plumbing,
your
yes,
faucets,
your faucets,
sinks.
sinks, all of those
Appliances go
great
in.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. And it really starts to come to life.
It does, right? You really start to see your vision come to life. You're right.
Yeah.
Exterior finishes and landscaping. So that's, whether you're doing, that's your plants and trees, that is you putting in appliances for your outdoor kitchen, that all of those things come to play.
Stucco.
And stucco. Almost forgot. Good
Or
call.
siding. Depends on what type of house it is, right?
Yes, good call. Yes, those as well are going in. So exciting. Lastly is your final inspection and walkthrough. I mean, once you get to this point, you're pretty darn happy, right? Because you are at the end. You see the light at the end of the tunnel that you're going to get your keys here. But I think that's it in that phase, right? So you got your interior finishes, you got your exterior finishes and landscaping, and lastly is your final inspection and your walkthrough.
Yeah, that's phase 3.
Phase 3.
Right?
Yes.
And hopefully, like you said, they're not going crazy at this point, ready to move in, because we still have one last step to do.
I know, but you kind of get anxious.
Phase 4.
Yes.
Which is Certificate of Occupancy.
Okay, then you get to move in.
Then you get to move in. So once we get the Certificate of Occupancy, right, that's something that's a huge thing in the process, because the county's basically saying, here you go, you can move in. Enjoy your house.
Yep.
No more inspections, no more delays, right? So Certificate of Occupancy is big. Once we get that, then we go ahead and say, call your movers.
Yep. Move it on in.
And the movers come and do all the deliveries and get the furniture going, and we get to actually put the house together, the way that they envisioned it.
Gosh, that sounded so fast. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, when it takes like over a year to get through these things.
Yeah, these are the
phases.
But
yes, these are just the phases.
And it's just going to give everybody a good idea as to how it goes when you do build a custom home.
Your steps that you're going through. So, because the milestones are important with anything. So knowing where you are in those, I think, is important, obviously, right? Yep. Knowing phase 1 is okay, we made it through that. Yeah. Now we get to roll into phase 2. So
one phase at a time.
One phase at a time.
Well, no, we hope this helps you guys out. Again, we do these because we want you guys to understand the custom home building process. We want to help you guys through it so that you don't pull your hair out. And if we can give you all these tips and tricks ahead of time and things to look out for and things to prepare yourself for, we feel like it'll make things easier and make the building experience a wonderful thing.
I wish I would have known about these things prior to us building. I might not have been so pulling my hair out, as you would say.
Yeah, well, education ain't cheap.
Had to pay to learn.
Education ain't cheap, right? Over years and years and years, we've learned these things.
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for joining us on this episode.
Yeah, we appreciate having you guys. We'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thanks again.